Alright, hi guys, I think I am all live, hopefully. Can you guys hear me? Wow, that game volume is loud. Alright, I think that should be fine. But yeah, if someone in the chat could let me know if anyone can hear me. That would be pretty great. I'm always awkward at the beginning of the stream setup, pretty much. That's always the worst part. You can hear me. Alright, that's great. How's like the volume compared to like the game and stuff? Hopefully it's fine. I mean, it should be fine. Anyway, I'll dive in and hit start game. I just felt like playing some more dating simulation games today. Figured it would be a little bit of fun, do some more very, very bad voice acting. So I'll just go for it and start game. We'll skip the tutorial. I got this shit. Remember that you can read the tutorial text at any point in the game by pressing the F1 key. Wow, okay. Do I want to do it easy, normal, or hard? For experienced players. I mean, I don't know. I think we'll go for hard difficulty. I got this, and we'll go for the standard intro. It's really very weird without the music playing now. I think probably because I took too long. Turn the volume up just a slight bit. Is it a slight bit? Here we go. No, I missed that last bit of dialogue. Hi Garden, thank you for coming by. Yeah, we missed whatever the last thing said, but I'm sure it wasn't important. The evening was wearing on, and the warm colours of twilight were starting to fade from the sky. Oh, I'll just do her voice. Alright, hi Panzer. Thanks for coming by. I'm fine with lurkers. I sort of feel like I'm talking to myself a little bit today, but I know I'm streaming at a little bit of an awkward time for people. Anyway, I don't know what to do. Should we do Aaron is Irish? You're doing enough. Don't worry about things so much. But he still doesn't approve of me. Do you think he doesn't like my job? Maybe he thinks it doesn't earn enough money. Or that I should be doing something better? I would like to do more, but it's the best part-time job I could find. Hi Sophie! His eyes were sympathetic as he looked down at my worried expression. I know he feels bad that his father, Osher, was creating so much grief for us, but I also knew that the situation was going to be difficult when I decided to stay with him. Hi Sean, no worries. I don't think it's your work. You can be pretty stubborn. I know some people think that I could do better. It's not like a job at an ice cream parlour or anything special. Hi Linus, no birds today, just people. I've moved on. Alright, no worries, Garden. I'm attending my first year of college for creative writing. It's a natural fit since I've always loved to write poetry and prose. I had to take a part-time job during the summer to pay for my studies. It's so fucking awkward without any music playing. Some girls in my classes have really good summer jobs. Honestly, I don't think I'd approve of any girl without a lot of persuading first. I don't think it's anything personal. He's just being stubborn. I'm getting a little bit too into trying to attempt an Irish accent. Yes, but after all this time, I really thought that he would have warmed up to me by now. Why am I here if there's no damn birds? Linus, this is important, right? This game could, like, you know, be the best game ever and no one would know until I played it. That's why you're here. This could be a potential game for your channel, Linus. And, yeah, that's no problem, Panzer. Anyway, did I read this? I think I did. I'll skip. He just doesn't understand we're serious about a relationship. Or he doesn't want to understand. It's just so exasperating, since everyone else has been so supportive of us. We'll come around eventually, it's just a matter of time. Hope so. Just wish he wouldn't object almost every time he finds out we're going out on a date. Blah, blah, blah. This is so boring. If I were to have a boyfriend, why am I playing a dating simulator? I know, but it'll get better soon, I promise. What is wrong with his neck? Yeah, he does have quite a long neck, doesn't he, Sophie? Hi, Rhino. Wait, what? What voice am I doing now? My normal voice. That's it. Well, not my normal voice. We reached the staircase that led back to the boardwalk and parking lot. Even over the sand dunes, I could see where Aaron's motorcycle was parked. We were about to ascend the stairs when he stopped and turned around to face me. We're getting some hand-on-hand action here. He took my other hand in his and leaned down, gently kissing me on the lips. I couldn't help but smile slightly, feeling my anxiety melt away. Don't look so worried all the time, okay? You're much more beautiful. You're much more beautiful when you're smiling, Amy. I returned a smile and leaned up to kiss him again. You're such a romantic. You make it sound like a bad thing. Yeah, that is like the hottest thing that could possibly happen. A little bit of hand holding. We both laughed as we ascended the stairs, still hand in hand. This is definitely how it should be. I always feel so safe with him at my side. Let's go home, alright? Whoa, that's escalating quickly. We were just holding hands like a few seconds ago and now you're wanting to take me home? Excuse me, buddy, who do you think you are? Okay, but can we stop for ice cream first? Damn right, I've got my priorities straight. I get an employee discount and everything, you know. Sure. They have the best new type of ice cream sundae now. We should split one. Sounds good. That wasn't even Irish there. My smile grew brighter as pleasant thoughts passed through my mind. Sorry, I'm just laughing at you guys in chat. Wow. Yeah, this is a bit of a quick dating game if this is us going home already. He mounted his motorcycle, wink wink, and I sat on the back, wrapping my arms around his middle, wink wink, and holding on tightly. I rested my head against his broad shoulders and let a contented sigh escape my lips as the engine started up. The sun disappeared beneath the horizon, and the darkness of night began to overtake the sky. We sped out of the parking lot. Listen, Linus, that is a good point. Why aren't we wearing helmets? We sped out of the parking lot in less than a minute and onto the nearly empty roads that led back into town. The trees blurred as we flew down the road. We were only driving for a short while before a strange feeling of foreboding settled over me. I shivered and... It's so hard to try and do this. I shivered involuntarily, despite the warm temperature, and squeezed Aaron tightly, watching as it got darker and darker on the one-way road. I was thinking of what to make for us for breakfast in the morning when we reached an intersection. We waited patiently for the light to change colour, and when the green circle... I know, can you feel the dread? Can you feel it? We waited patiently for the light to change colour, and when the green circle let off its artificial glow, Aaron resumed driving. We had just entered the intersection. I shouldn't be laughing during this moment. When very suddenly, I heard it. Yeah, do you like my sultry voice, Rhino? It's very good, isn't it? What? I looked up, eyes wide with confusion, to see another car barreling down the road, swerving back and forth as it approached us. Aaron tried to steer away from the oncoming vehicle, but there was no hope of evasion. The car made no attempt to brake as it passed through the red light and collided with us. All I remembered before the hellacious sound of the crash and losing consciousness was Aaron turning on the motorcycle to try and protect me from being directly hit. Hi, Soapelt. When I opened my eyes, the brightness of the lights above me were almost blinding. Though I had never spent very much time in a hospital, I recognised the scent of disinfectant and various other cleaners to be similar to what one smelled in a doctor's office. Where am I? Well, you already said you recognised it was a fucking doctor's office, so why are you asking that? I'm good, Soapelt. How are you? They aren't dead, Rhino. Well, I'm not dead, I know that much. A ghost dating game, oh my god, can you imagine that, Sophie? It took me another moment of waiting for my eyes to adjust to the bright lights before I remembered what had happened. My eyes widened in horror at the vividness of the memory, rather. Aaron? I sat up abruptly, feeling a dull ache when I moved. A nurse out in the hallway heard my sudden cry and quickly hurried inside my room. Miss, please lay back down. You weren't seriously injured in the crash, but we would like you to rest before we decide if we're ready to be released. Oh, I'm glad you're good, Soapelt. How is everyone else in the chat, by the way? Question is open to everyone. I'll be looking after you until that time comes. Your injuries are minimal, only minor bruising, but we can't let you leave just yet. We were in a car accident, right? That's correct, but please lay back down. We're very glad to see you conscious, but rest is imperative. I reluctantly laid back down, but I was completely awake and not letting the woman leave before I heard a proper explanation. Hi, Bunisher. I know this is going to be like a roller coaster of emotions, Linus. It's like 1 minute, me and Aaron were happy together, the next we're in a crash, and what's happened to Aaron? Okay, yeah, a bike accident or a car accident. Still, we're in a bike accident, and then suddenly I'm in hospital, and where's the love of my life, and who is this nurse, and can I date her? I doubt it. It'd be nice. Although I probably shouldn't date my nurse. Can you tell me what happened? What about the man who was with me? Aaron, is he okay? Please tell me he's okay. The nurse's expression seemed to darken slightly when I mentioned him, which made me worry even more. What happened? I have to know. You did call Linus. Fucking safety first, helmets. Wait, what? I am not fully aware of the situation. I need to call Dr. Rayner. He can explain everything to you. I waited impatiently, dissatisfied with the nurse's quick departure. It only took a few moments for a handsome young man in a doctor's uniform to enter the room. I was surprised to see that he wasn't all that much older than Aaron and I, most likely a fresh graduate out of medical school. Oh, I need a voice for him. Eddie, what could your voice be, Eddie? I don't know, I'll just pinch my nose. Oh, is the stream working for everyone else? And exactly, Sophie, what did happen to Dr. Patient Confidentiality? She shouldn't have disclosed anything. Right. Good evening, Amy. Oh, thanks I do for this stream. I'm very glad to see you're awake. My name's Eddie Rayner, but you can call me Eddie. The man said with a warm smile, revealing perfectly white teeth. Hi, Melbo. Yeah, to be fair, they probably shouldn't have. They probably should have been wearing a goddamn helmet. Stupid people. But he's smiling now. Oh, a new patch for Europa Universalis? I need to play that game, it's been a while. Anyway. Yes. Wait, what? Yes, good evening. What time is it? Is it still Saturday? Actually, it's technically Sunday. It's 3 in the morning. I'd be happy to answer your questions, but you should probably get back to bed soon. It would be funny with face cam, Tammy girl, but I'm not wearing any makeup, so I'm just like, I'm not, you know, doing it. So, I could put on makeup just now, but I would have to do it really, really quickly. I'm not doing anything until I found out what happened to Aaron. That doctor's a douche. The young doctor's smile faded, his reaction much like the nurse's. Unable to hold back my growing worry, I found myself starting to yell as tears gathered in my eyes. I have to know what happened to him, please, is he alright? Eddie stood up and nodded toward the door, motioning for me to follow. I felt my heart sink, then began to fill with cold dread. He noticed the fear in my expression and gave me a brief explanation. Oh, thank you, Soul Pelt. You're too kind. And yeah, I'm going to be streaming on Sunday, I think, and I'll probably do a face cam then. Dr. Eddie sounds legit.
I'd rather show you his current condition, but I assure oh my god, I'm losing it. But I assure you, he's fine and his life is in no danger.
Oh, you're too kind, Soul Pelt.
He has sustained a head injury. He will recover, and it doesn't seem to have done any severe damage, but he has lost some of his memories. We're still trying to observe the specifics of just what he has forgotten. As the nurse probably told you, your injuries are minimal.
Sophie, you had the point about this doctor-patient confidentiality thing, by the way. Yeah. It's so hard to try and do this.
Please follow me. I can take you to him so you can see that he is alright.
I hurried, pulling on a pair of slippers that had been left beside my bed, and followed after the young doctor as he led me out of my hospital room and into the hallway, listening attentively to every word he said.
From what I can tell, he was trying to protect you during the crash. We're keeping you overnight for observations, but other than some bruises, you're perfectly okay.
Oops, I just punched my water bottle.
You don't have any broken bones or severe internal bleeding, thanks to Aaron's efforts.
I felt my heart wrench as I followed him through the hallways. He wasn't walking very quickly, apparently conscientious of how tired I felt. Aaron?
From what we can tell, Aaron is suffering from amnesia. He still retains long-term memories, but recent ones from the past few years are hazy or non-existent. He's quite a bit confused at the moment, so we want to be sure not to cause...
What the fuck is happening to my voice there?
Not to cause him any unnecessary emotional stress.
It looks as if Aaron's still alive, but he just doesn't remember me. I wonder what Annalise's family thinks of all the voices when they walk by our room. You know, I questioned that time ago when I done Hatful Boyfriend, and I could hear my dad getting ready for work, and I'm just sitting in my room going, "Cool, cool." Punching water bottles near PC is dangerously dangerous. It is, but the lid's on it, so it's all good. What happened to using doctors' last names? Listen, do you not like Dr. Eddie? Maybe Eddie's his last name. Maybe it's like Ed Eddie. I don't know. Anyway, we need him to regain his memory on his own, but it'll be in slow steps. Oh, my morale did just get tagged. Aww. I see.
This is my studio. I know this is a lot to take in, so please feel free to ask any questions you might have. He still remembers his family, but he doesn't seem to recall anything from recent years.
You mean he doesn't remember me?
I'm sorry. We asked him about having a girlfriend, but he doesn't seem to remember anyone by the name of Amy.
I felt the tears I'd been determined not to cry welling up again, ready to fall. I see. We walked through a doorway and into a room with a glass window that let me see into Aaron's room.
I'm sorry to ask this of you, but since we don't want to cause him any grief or aggravate his condition, I was asking you to not meet with him yet. He's very confused and needs rest.
Wah! I understand. I shouldn't be laughing. This is a very dramatic moment right now. I remained there for a long time, watching him and letting tears silently slip down my cheeks as two nurses spoke to Aaron, who wore a perplexed expression. How could you forget all about me? Awesome, so now we get to actual gameplay. You can move between locations using the map. Right now you can only return back to your home, but later in the game you'll be able to move where you want. How does the doctor know she wasn't a random that jumped on the bike and now he's telling this random stranger all his medical details? That's actually a good fucking point. Like, I would be worried if someone walked into a hospital and claimed that they were my girlfriend or my boyfriend and the doctor started telling them information about me. I mean, to be fair, right, obviously I was in a motorbike accident earlier in this game, so I suppose I wouldn't have much room to be pissed off, but still, that would be like the least of my concerns. But I would be pissed off eventually. It does actually kind of remind me of the Stripping's avatar. I see what you mean, Panzer. Okay, bye Rhino. Anyway, where am I gonna go? I have to go home. You're home. You live with Aunt Gwenda and your cat! I have a cat, you guys! I want a cat. I love cats. Nina the cat. I was released from the hospital in the morning and came right home. When I walked inside, I was greeted with a soft meow when my cat Nina brushed up against my leg. You're watching the stream in class? Like, I'm glad you're watching my stream, but at the same time, should you be watching my stream right now? Hi Nina, did you miss me? Hi Enter Elysium. Birds greater than cats, this is a scientific fact. Birds are better for dating, cats are better for stroking. I smiled and reached down to pet her affectionately, though I couldn't help but remember how Aaron would always fuss over her. Let's date the cat. Oh my god, Sophie, you're as bad as Linus. Oh, Bunishers, your cat still not came home? That's been, what, over a month now? Yeah, my voice is... I think you mean my multiple voices soul pelt, because I am an extremely talented voice actor. I smiled and reached down to pet her affectionately. Wait, I already read that. Don't knock it till you try it, yo. Stroking birds is great. Listen, right? Sometimes I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah. Let's just move on, okay? Nina was a great judge of character, and she adored Aaron, even before he started bringing treats for her all the time. Ah, Kitty! Oh, 1.5 months. That is actually really worrying, but I'm sure it has been a while. Aaron always loved cats so much. He loved big cats and little cats like you, but you were always his favourite kitty. Nina cuddled my fingers affectionately when I knelt down to pick her up. Sorry, just Sophie saying the cat's beautiful followed up with Linus being what is wrong with that cat? But oh, Punisher. Yeah, it does sort of I shouldn't be laughing as I'm trying to say this to you, Punisher, but yeah, it does sort of sound as if something's happened to her. I hope not. I hope she does come back. But Aaron has probably forgotten about you too. Imagine he remembered the cat, but not me. Oh fuck, I accidentally clicked past something. Oh well, I'm sure it wasn't important. Oh, it's because you're in class, Soul Pelt. Hi Ro, thanks for coming by. We're dating people, as opposed to pigeons this time. I had slept very poorly, and the fatigue from the crash hadn't worn off. Ines, you're so mean! I lost my parents in a car accident. Whoa! Heavy backstory right there. And now it looks like I'm going to lose a man I loved one as well. I sat in the living room with Nina on my lap when Gwenda came in to comfort me. Oh my god, I need a voice for Gwenda. There's so many voices. Oh, Amy, what happened? I briefly tell her about the accident. She was overjoyed to know that I was alright, and I had barely been hurt. Dating people? What madness is this? I know, right? It's like I went from birds to people. It's like I'm growing as a person. But, she doesn't have a mustache. My god, don't be mean. Yeah, I read that out, didn't I?
Well, thank God you're okay.
I'm actually covering my mouth to try and do Gwenda's voice because I can't think what else to do.
But why didn't you call me?
Yeah, why didn't we call her? How old am I meant to be in this game? I'm curious. Anyway, the doctor said I was alright, and I didn't want you to worry about me. I agree, pigeons are pretty great, but come on, we have to date people now. We've dated pigeons. We've been there, we've done that. We've not got the t-shirt because I don't know if the game has any merchandise, but if it does, I totally want the fucking t-shirt. But now we're all about people. Why didn't we get a lift back from the hospital? Yeah, what? We've just been in a motorcycle accident and then we walk home? I had been staying with my Aunt Gwenda for several years. Since my parents passed away when I was still young, Gwenda had taken care of me ever since. She's a kind woman, and I greatly appreciated how caring she had always been to me. However, her pension wasn't enough to pay for my college tuition, which is why I took the part-time job at the ice cream parlour. You barely winged it. Oh, puns, really? Really? Yes, getting an I Like to Date Pigeons t-shirt is a plan with no possible flaws. If I was doing Facecam right now, I would show you that I actually done like a test mug for my Patreon thing, because that's like one of my rewards, and I'd done like a Hatful Boyfriend inspired mug, and it's pretty much the best mug in the entire world, because I drew it, and I'm shit at drawing. Anyway, you can now make your first choice. Oh, we get choices. Awesome. That involves reading though, so I'm just skipping past it. I'm sure it's fine. It's now noon, so a good thing to do could be to eat something. I agree. I was clawing at that one. Oh my god, don't. You're so bad at the puns. They're making me cringe so much. Or we could just relax and read a book. No, I want food. Fucking... Stop the puns, they're paining me. They're paining me. Only Ro is good at puns, to be honest. Not to make you feel bad or anything, but Ro is pretty great at puns. That's an odd looking cat. Stop insulting my cat. That's Nina. Nina's the best cat ever. Welcome back, Punisher. Right, I'm gonna eat. $10. Do we not have anything in our fucking fridge? Yeah, you got it, Ro. You got it. Yeah, we'll cook something. What, I failed? How can I fail at cooking something? Oh well, actually it's me, so no wonder. -1 morale, -12 money, +4 energy. Maybe we'll watch TV then, after my failure at eating.
Who's awesome? I'm awesome.
Awesome, I am awesome apparently at watching TV. There's a romance movie on TV. Ah. Love stories. Oh my god, really? Feeling peckish? Is that the best you've got? Come on, if you're gonna do puns, you gotta do better than that to impress me.
Amy, I prepared your favourite cake.
Hello, could you not have gave me that earlier before I cooked? Play Sakura Spirit, I'd love to see your reaction to it. Yeah, I think I'll play that eventually. I should play, what's that? I don't know how to say it. Katava Shujo or something? Why is our cat black now? Let's not question the colour changing cat sofa. Just be glad this isn't The Sims, you haven't burned down the kitchen. Fair point. Anyway, it's time for cake. It's cake time. Love cake. Thanks, Gwenda, but I'd like to stay alone for a while and rest, okay? Excuse me? I'm turning down cake? This is not like me at all. Oh, actually, unless it's my birthday. I don't eat cake on my birthday. Anyway, that's a weird tangent. I didn't sleep very well at the hospital. I had too much in my mind.
That's fine. Get some rest. You can eat a piece of cake tomorrow morning before going to work.
She's got the right idea, Gwenda. I like you. No wonder you're my aunt. Well, other than the whole That's what tends to happen when families breed. Moving on. Good night, Gwenda. Freddy's? What's that? I went to my bedroom with Nina in my arms and sat down at the desk. I picked a notebook up and decided to try and get my feelings under control in the most familiar way I knew, writing about them. I picked up a pen and started writing a poem. Oh, you ready? You ready for this alluring poem? Your gentle touch, the warmth of your embrace, the passion of your kiss, precious times that felt ever so divine. I thought that they would never leave, but even though I can't reach you anymore, I can't open my eyes to find you there. I'll always have my memories. Though they are not as warm as the hands that always made me feel so safe, I know they will never disappear, as you now have. My beloved, my heart is forever yours, even if you're lost beyond where my trembling voice can reach you. Even if your memories fade or disappear into the darkness, I'll never forget the precious times when we faced the world together. My beloved, for today, for tomorrow, for the days that may never return, never forget the words we once exchanged. I love you. Oh man, no wonder I'm single. Yeah, oh that sucks so pelt. I wonder why it's freezing for you. It is deep. It's so deep. So deep. When I awoke that morning, I knew that I had to go to the ice cream parlour. It was Sunday, and I had a long shift to attend to. Oh my god, I just want to laugh. I considered calling out, knowing that they would understand if I explained the situation, but decided that it would be best to go in anyway. Otherwise, everyone would start to worry about me. I had no doubt that news of the accident was already travelling quickly. Gossip seemed to get around in town eerily fast. Don't cry, it might make your thick black eyeliner run. I like that, Ro. Alright, so I guess we're going to work. Is it? Oh, I think her morals went up. I bet that was a cake. I know, right? She's got the wrong idea, Sophie. I would stay at home. But we're going to work. Also, look at her uniform. I mean, it's kind of cute, but also kind of weird. I got ready and arrived at the shop 15 minutes before the start of my shift. I hadn't wanted to dwell at home, though as soon as I walked in I knew I was too early. It was still early in the morning, and there were only a few customers around. I was surprised to catch sight of a familiar face seated at one of the tables, apparently taking a break from work. Lawrence, what can your voice be? I don't think I have many voices that I can do now. Maybe it's just where our shift is, Linus. This game, the story is making my eyes burn out their sockets. I'm sorry you feel that way, Garden. I hope I'm at least keeping it entertaining for you. Lawrence, how can I do Lawrence? No, how can I do Lawrence's voice, to be specific? What can I do? Guys, give me a voice. I need a voice. Linus 117-fold. About fucking time, Linus. I say that with love. What is that lady named Lawrence? It's a guy, don't be rude. Oh my god, what can I... yeah, it's a guy. I need... How... I've done Irish for Aaron. I've done high-pitched for the nurse. New York gangster voice. English. Top. New York gangster voice. How do I do a New York gangster voice? New York gangster voice. Shit. I really need to get some practice in, I think. Just sit and watch videos and get practice done. Make him Swedish. Gruff Scott. That's just my normal voice. Russian. How do I do Russian? Oh my god. How do I do Russian? You know what? I'm just gonna go for whatever comes out of my mouth first. Hey Amy, are you alright? That is not a good voice. I couldn't help but notice a genuine worry in his expression when he saw the bruises on my arms and legs. I appreciated his concern. Maybe I just had a rough night, okay? Back off. He's not blonde enough to be a Swede. Racism, yeah. Not beardy enough. Listen, this guy's completely fine. Look at him, he's cute. He's got glasses, he's got a cute little tie thingy, I don't know. It's cute. Good morning, Lawrence. I'm doing okay. Are you sure? Those bruises look really painful. He actually kind of looks like Sven from Questionable Content. Glasses are for gross nerds. Excuse me, Linus. I wear glasses. Sometimes. Mostly contact lenses. Yes, I'm sure. Choking now. Yes, I'm sure. They really aren't as bad as they look. Yeah, and it might just be a sign that you should focus in class, so pelt. Really, I don't know if I could work with bruises that big. You're a strong woman. Oh. I'm gonna offend so many fucking people. I can hardly feel them. Thanks, though. How did it happen? You aren't in any trouble, are you? I think it's like a weird mix of Russian and Italian at this rate. Now, do we tell him everything or do we keep our privacy? I think if we tell him everything, he'll be like, oh, I love you. And if we keep our privacy, it'll be like, wow, why is she not telling me anything? Do we want to romance Lawrence? Essentially, let's find this out right here. I am actually doing a lot of hand gesturing, which is probably another good thing. Got another good reason why I'm not doing face cam. So, Italian and a little Greek. And a lot wrong. Don't romance. Okay, so I'm not romancing Lawrence. I mean, my boyfriend is like in the hospital and I'm already like, do I romance Lawrence? Do I stick with my boyfriend? If you romance him, then you'll have to do lots more of that voice. Fuck yeah, that's a good point. You know what? Fuck you, Lawrence. I'm keeping my privacy. It's none of your goddamned fucking business. I went for it. It really isn't a big deal. But you're hurt. What happened? I'd rather not talk about it. But Amy, can't you at least tell me? Am I getting worried about you? How did you get so hurt so badly? I'm sorry, but my shift is starting soon. Go for Dr. Eddie. Yeah, romance the doctor. I think I might actually. At least we know he's got money. Not that I'm a gold digger. Linus has got the right idea. Is anyone else having freezing issues with the stream? I hope it's not my settings or anything. Please, I have to know if it's someone that did this to you. If I've got bruises on me, who's saying it wasn't consensual? No one did anything to me. It's not like that. Then why? It isn't any of your business. I'm sorry, but I have to go clock in now. Uh-oh, -5 relationship. Her voice is enough for me. Thank you. Alright, well, I'm glad to know it's working for some people. I'm just wondering what's causing other people's issues. Without another word, I left him waiting at the table with an ice cream cone. Oh my god, just the visual. I left him waiting at the table with an ice cream cone now melting in his hand. During the summer, Amy works part-time from morning to noon, from Monday to Friday, as a waitress in an ice cream parlour owned by an old friend of Gwenda's. She gets paid only with tips, usually around $5 each turn. Being kind to the customers will earn her more money, so depending on her mood, she can earn more. There are good and bad days, but in general, working will always lower her energy by a good amount and morale by a small amount. This energy can be restored in several ways. Some are drinking, eating, relaxing, taking a nap, blah 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 blah. Failure? Excuse me? -3 morale, +4 money, -8 energy. At noon your regular shift is over, but you can come here again and decide to do overtime if you have enough morale and energy until evening. You can also come here to talk with Florence or get an ice cream. What? A plane crash? Oh wow. Don't quite know how to react to that. 10 people trapped. I'll have to check the news once I finish the stream. I still feel weak. It'll be better if I get back home now. I don't think they would allow me to see Aaron yet anyway. Alright, let's go home. Yeah, you should be able to link it. Let me just permit you. Right, Sophie, you've got the right idea. I would quit. When I got home after work, I found the house empty except for my cat Nina. Nina and I went up to my room, and I turned the computer on to check my email, mostly to see if there was any news from Aaron's family or the hospital. I knew it was rather unlikely to have more correspondence from them so soon. Wait, why would the hospital be emailing her to keep her updated about Aaron? You're Justy's girlfriend. Like, surely it's supposed to be if they're married, they would tell. Anyway, I'm going to quickly check this news article. Oh, I feel cold coming on all of a sudden. Probably from pinching my nose to Eddie's voice. Oh wow. Fire appears to be under control. Fucking hell. Oh, things like that are terrifying. Yeah. I sat down at my desk and looked around my inbox, scanning the titles and senders of the new and unread messages. I frowned when I saw there was nothing new from Eddie or anyone else from the hospital crew. Nothing good. Too bad. I decided to do some research on amnesia. It took a while before I found anything interesting, but after a bit of searching around, I found the following explanations about the basics of amnesia. Could you not have just looked in the Wikipedia page? Amnesia is a condition in which memory is disturbed or lost completely. People can forget about things they did, or they will simply fail to remember the things they are currently doing in the near future. I kept reading, but only got confused from the more complicated medical terms. I was distracted from my reading when a small notification box saying I had a new email popped up. From Secret Admirer at net.rr.education to Amy21 at mybookreviews.com. Holla, I have my own website, it looks like. Holla. Did I just say holla? You have one new inbox message. I clicked it a bit absent-mindedly, since the address was unknown. Maybe I shouldn't open it. It could be virus or spam. Nina hopped up onto the desk and meowed rather loudly. Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to see what it is, right, Nina? Roll. She went up to look Amnesia and discovered that it was a horror video game series, which didn't help. Yeah, but then the game could take like a completely drastic turn. She could, decide to buy Amnesia on Steam or, any other website, whatever. And then one day just decide to start Let's Playing, and then she forgets all about Aaron and doesn't give a fuck about Lawrence and just does her own thing. Why does she not have a virus scanner? What a loser. Yeah, she should use protection of the virus variety. Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to see what it is, right, Nina? You think it's a doctor, Sophie? I opened the email, eyeing the unknown address warily. The message was simple and written in plain black text. I'll just do the seductive voice still. Not that it's a very seductive voice. Hey there, Amy. I hear you're quite the poet. I'd love to read more of your work, but you don't really share it with anyone, do you? I'm a big fan, and your secret admirer. As the saying goes, keep writing, girl. Well, Garden, you know what? I'm just some advice for y'all. So, what happens if you choose not to date anyone in the game? Probably that would be like the bad ending, which sucks, you know? Like, oh, I decide to be my own independent woman. Yeah, that's the bad thing. But I suppose in a dating simulation, your your goal is to date someone. So, don't be mean about her talking to her cat. I talk to my dogs. Do we tell him to stop or do we ignore the message? Oh my god, bro. Let me just take a drink, then I'll read out what you said. I think it's from the cat. The cat is the only one who could have seen her poems. That is a really fucking talented cat. If she doesn't share it with anyone, how does this person know about it? That is a good point, right? That is a really good point. That's just fucking creepy. I'm calling stalker. Yeah. So do we tell him to stop or do we just ignore him? If you don't get with anyone, you get 5 more cats and die alone and get eaten by them. I was going to say, up until dying alone and getting eaten by them, I was completely fine with that. Tell him to stop or ignore the message. I'm curious if he'll email me again. I shouldn't encourage it, but I want to know. Why is there no option to thank the sender? Oh my god, could you imagine doing that? I'm gonna go for ignore. I want to know if he's gonna write to me again. I shook my head slightly and clicked back to the inbox, telling him to ignore deciding to ignore the unusual message. I was about to check my book review blog. Can't comfy in this chair now. I was about to check my book review blog when the computer shut down. Uh-oh, is it a virus? I tried to restart it several times, but nothing happened. My computer just had to break at a time like this. For a moment I thought it might have been a virus from that mysterious email. But then I realised that was silly. I think this must be a stalker. I wonder if he'll contact me again. Well, yeah, but I mean... yeah, okay, fair enough, bro. Okay, I can't argue with that, but still... The computer wouldn't even turn on, so the failure was clearly in the hardware. Oh, I hate that when you can't get turned on because of a failure in the hardware. Oh, I'm glad the stream's working better, Bunisher. Nina, still sitting on my desk, gave me a puzzled look. Great. Now I won't be able to check my email or blog from home anymore. Ah, my computer broke. I'll have to buy a new one. Why is this happening all at once? -3 morale. Don't you know, inappropriate jokes are kind of my thing. Mostly by accident, but sometimes on purpose. I must go to sleep now. Tomorrow I have to work. You could fix it, Sophie, couldn't you? We're like computer pros, despite what people seem to think about us. We could fix this fucking computer. Anyway, -4. Oh, I may even fail to sleep as well. Gonna take a while to buy a new PC with $4 a day at work. True. So much noise last night. Neighbours, traffic, people. Sometimes I wish I wasn't living in such a big town. But at least we got plus 15 morale and plus 12 energy. I need to hurry. My morning shift at the ice cream shop starts soon. Yeah, there's her. Bring it on! Awesome success. I was very kind and people rewarded me accordingly. -2 morale, +8 money, -2 energy. I was very kind and people rewarded me accordingly. I want to go to the hospital today. I want to see Aaron. I miss him. Alright, hospital it is. I went to the hospital to go visit Aaron. But as soon as I entered his room, I had the feeling the visit wasn't going to go very well. Good morning, Aaron. Hi. I don't know how to say hi in an Irish accent. It's a bit too simple for me. How are you feeling today? Little better, thanks. He smiled at me politely, but without any of the tenderness I was used to seeing. An awkward silence settled in as I sat down at the chair beside his bed. I'm a baller. She's a baller at watching TV apparently. Damn fucking right. I'm a pro at watching TV. $8 means that you have to work 1 day less to get your new computer. You've got the right idea, Punisher. I read that, didn't I? Smiled at me politely, blah blah blah. Lacking any other ideas to really get the conversation going, I decided to start with something simple. I didn't want to pressure him with anything that the medics wouldn't approve of me discussing with him. Hey, vamp lover. How's the hospital food around here? Is it okay? It's pretty good. Definitely better than I can cook. Hehe. I'm glad you like it, but I'm sure you're not that bad of a cook. You've never had my cooking then. I went to say that I had, but quickly restrained. He wasn't a very good cook, but it made it more fun when he came to the ice cream parlour or when I cooked for him. By the way, I was wondering... Yes? Who are you? The question was so simple, so polite, so impersonal, but it still broke my heart. Oh, I don't think we should tell him we're his girlfriend. He might be like, what the fuck? Thank you for the follow, Northern German. It's very much appreciated. How does he know he's a shit cook if he has amnesia? Well, he's still able to remember some things, I think, Linus, just not any recent things. Tell him we're a friend or tell him we're his girlfriend. I don't want to date Aaron. I want to date the doctor. I'm like focused completely on the doctor here, so I think we'll freak him out by telling him we're his girlfriend. Go for it? I'm gonna go for it. His words hurt, and they cut too deeply for my facade to remain in place. Aaron? Don't you recognise me at all? No, sorry I don't. My name is Amy. Does that ring any bells? No. Unable to hold the words back, I simply had to tell him the truth. Aaron, I'm your girlfriend. A look of shock came over his face when I revealed the truth to him. That's impossible. I don't remember that at all. Tell him that you're his defense barrister. Brilliant role. The bluntness of his response hurt, but not as much as the initial question. He looked clearly upset by my words, and the monitor beside his bed revealed that his pulse started to increase rapidly. But it's true! Tell him he should have brought a couple helmets. Yeah, we should have worn helmets. I would like to date a pigeon. Imagine there was suddenly an option to date a pigeon in this game. When I say I would like to date a pigeon, I just mean in video games, not like in real life. No, it's not. I already have. Before he could finish, 2 medics hurried into the room, one carrying a readied needle. What? -5 relationship. I couldn't get a word in edgewise, since things moved too quickly. One of the medics pulled me out of the room, while the other told him to calm down and injected him with the needle. A relaxed expression came over his face, almost immediately, and I realised they were sedating him. Once we were out in the hallway, a nurse cast me a stern look.
Miss, you can't tell him things like that. Didn't you see how much it upset him?
I'm sorry. Even after I left the hospital, something still haunted my mind. What was he about to say? I already have no interest? I don't know. Probably he's going to say he has a girlfriend, let's face it. Hello, who the fuck is his girlfriend? I'm his girlfriend. Right enough I'm trying to dump him so I can date the doctor, but still. I honestly didn't want to think about what that could have meant. You're on now. Woohoo! Use the map, blah blah blah, while I reunite with Aaron. Probably not, because I want the doctor. Let's see if the doctor's here. Sorry, miss? Oh, I am Aaron Cowan's friend, and... Hi, Combat Zerg. I was about to say, I already have a pigeon. Oh, bro, I love you, I really do. Exactly, Sophie, he was cheating on us, what a dick. I'm sorry, but we don't allow visitors at this hour unless they're relatives. I see, I'll come back tomorrow then. Visiting hours are from morning to evening. Where do I want to go then? Where's the mall? Like, is that it? Can I not go to it? I want to go to the mall. Don't make me sing that song from How I Met Your Mother. Let's go to the mall. I'm such a bad singer. I guess maybe we'll go home then. You think the nurse is his new girlfriend? I would be so pissed. I mean, I know I'm going for the doctor, but still. What should we do? Should we read a book? Or watch TV? Maybe cook something? Or go to our room? Go to the park, there might be pigeons. Oh, Ro. You're a woman after my own heart. The park is really so beautiful. It's the perfect place to relax away from the chaos of the big town. I can relax by taking a walk or reading a book. Depending on what kind of mood I'm in. Or if I'm in shape, I can do some jogging to increase my morale. Is this what's all... like, all of you is on about pigeons now. Am I just going to end up having a reputation as like a pigeon fucker or something like this? I hope not. Anyway, I can jog, or... Oh, the park is closed. Fuck you, it was just light there. Alright, back home then. Don't think there's a pet store, Linus. What can I do in my room? A new computer would definitely be a cool accessory to have in my bedroom, but they're so expensive. I think we'll save up for a computer. We could phone our friends. Do we have any friends? We'll find out. I just spent hours listening to my friend Judith. Her stories are always so fun. Aw, bless Judith. I must go to sleep now. Tomorrow I have to work. So we earned $16 today. That's actually not bad. And so far, we have 5 relationships with the doctor. My nose is like blocked now. I'm pretty sure this is from doing the doctor's voice. Yeah. Nina came to sleep near my feet, and her presence made me sleep peacefully. Duh, love Nina. I was getting ready to leave for the ice cream shop when the phone rang. Hello?
Miss Fitch?
Oh yes, I'm Amarantha. You're Eddie?
Yes, I need to talk with you about Aaron.
Is everything alright?
Yes, don't worry. Everything is okay. I actually paid him a visit yesterday and I'd like to talk to you about some things.
We agreed to meet in his office in the afternoon, after my shift at the ice cream shop ended. I need to hurry, my morning shift at the ice cream shop starts soon. Failure. Fuck you. I was nice and charming to all the customers. Nice sweater vest thing, thank you. I just noticed that you only have one culture. You need more culture, else you'll slow down your border expansions. That's a good point, Punisher. That is a good point. I swear, I still get angry when I think about Civ. Just for this one time, I was playing a multiplayer game, and I jumped in and was playing... Oh, my dog's barking. My friend had to leave the multiplayer game, so I joined in his place. And I don't know what had happened, but I basically decided to just screw him over a little bit because I'm just that kind. And I got into a war, but then I felt bad, so I tried to open the diplomacy menu to end the war. Diplomacy menu would not open. The doctor should really talk to his parents. Not the forgotten girlfriend. Yeah, Sophie, you got a point. Also, you won't be able to have yogurt. Did I earn any money? I don't think I did. It's going to take ages to save up for a computer. I quickly changed clothes and I get ready to go to the hospital to talk with Eddie. I wonder what he wants to talk about. As soon as I entered the hospital, I met with Eddie. He nodded at me and made a gesture to follow him into his office. I took a deep breath, vaguely registering the sound of her footsteps tapping their way through the corridor. Eddie led me to his office, and I distantly noticed his occasional glances, but was too absorbed in my own frantic thoughts to care. We stepped through the door and he quietly closed it behind me. Please,
have a seat.
I sunk into a cushioned chair in front of the desk and watched him, hopefully. I earned $8? Oh, I thought I didn't earn anything. Well, $8 is better than nothing. Tell me how you can get better.
Well, you have to understand that this condition is somewhat difficult to treat. We'll of course be encouraging his memory to return by talking to his family and friends, putting him in situations of previous memories, things like that.
Therapist... Wait, no, it's still him, isn't it?
The therapist can tell you more about exactly what they'll be doing. There's also the possibility of prescribing him certain medicines, but we only keep that option open for extreme cases.
Alright, no worries, Punisher. I nodded, hanging on to his every word.
The key is that he regains his memory slowly and carefully. This sort of psychology is not my specialty, but we have to be careful of any psychological stress. Amnesia is tricky to begin with. We can't risk any more complications by trying to force him to remember.
My heart sank. So what you're saying is, you won't be remembering me anytime soon? He looked at me kindly.
Probably not, but there's a way you can help.
It's the only voice I could do. Fuck you, Linus. How? Tell me. I'll do anything. Moobot is like on the spam right now. It looks like spamming a bunch of things.
Well, you know very well. It would be great help if you could think of situations that might help him regain some memories. Situations from his past. Places he's been, activities he likes, things like that.
I nodded my head, slowly, trying to reconcile myself to all the unbelievable things that had happened recently. Do we cry? Or do we go away? I think we cry. I think we need the doctor to come rescue us, and what better way to, well, not rescue us, but come feel bad for us and want to give us a hug, so we'll cry. But the truth was difficult to accept, and as full, awful realisation sank in, my tired mind and body could bear it no longer. Tears formed unwittingly at the corners of my eyes, and they dripped down my face in rivulets. My shoulders began to shake, and I covered my face with my hands, trying desperately to muffle the sounds of lamentation. I can't even say that word. I'll do some crying right now. Eddie hovered awkwardly, uncomfortable, and at a near total loss of what to do. Pulling himself together, he walked forward and knelt on the ground in front of me and rested his hands on my shoulders. With this voice, I think one day I should just release an audiobook of 50 Shades of Grey. Steal that laptop behind you. You have the right idea, Sophie.
Miss Amarantha.
Call me Amy.
Amy, it'll be alright. It's not that bad.
Do you really think so?
I know so. It's very encouraging that he didn't lose his entire memory, only that the last few years. And even if it doesn't come back, you can always make new memories.
I nodded at his words and smiled, wiping away tears. Fuck yeah, +5, +5. Thank you, Eddie.
Now excuse me, Miss Amy, but I have to go.
Alright, what do we want to do? Where the fuck is the mole? It's an Anna, it's a Katie. Hi, Katie. Why can't I go to the fucking mall? That's the mall right there, isn't it? I want to buy shit. I want to buy shit. How can I buy shit if I can't go to the mall? That's the library, gym, hospital, trendy disco. Maybe it's just not open to me yet. Maybe we'll do some overtime. Can't do overtime. We'll go to the library then. Oh, I've not unlocked them all yet. Oh, but I want it now. The library is my favourite place to be. Here I can borrow new books to read at home, practice my writing skills, or during the weekends I can attend creative writing courses in the evening. I can also use the library's computers to access the internet and update my personal blog, or review books or check my email. New books arrive every Monday and Friday, so I must make sure to come here on those days if I want to have the chance to get new books. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is update my blog. Awesome! Wow, a famous site linked to my blog. I have lots of new visitors. I'm very motivated to review more books now. I did not what? You did not update my... What did I not do, Katie? My throat. Where am I? Asleep. I need to go back home now. I must go to sleep. Tomorrow I have to work. So we earned $8. Awesome, we're brilliant at sleeping, check that out. Plus 20 energy. The next morning, I decided to follow Eddie's suggestions. I grabbed a book from my library, the first book of the Pendragon series by D.J. McHale. Aaron loved it. I'm going to bring this with me at the hospital next time. I need to hurry, my morning shift at the ice cream shop starts soon. Let's get to work, bitch. Oh, yeah, I was going to mod you, that's right. Oh my god. I'm such an idiot sometimes. Mod, Katie, cat, 3000. There we go. I had just started my shift when I heard a familiar voice. Oh my god. Excuse me, our husband. This is like brilliant voice acting. Hi, Sean. It's fine. Thank you for coming by. Hey, Mia. Wait, what? Did I just screw up? Holy fuck, I didn't know I could do that. How did I do it in this voice? Hey, Mia. I looked up from the change in the cash register that I was counting to meet his gaze. Yes? I heard about what happened. I'm sorry for sounding so inconsiderate. It's alright. You didn't know. Lawrence looked away, unable to continue looking me in the eye. He was always rather shy, and it surprised me that he came forward to apologise in person. He often resorted to text messages, since he was more comfortable with it. Exactly, fucking professional. You know, I'll always be here. If you ever need someone to talk to, I'd be glad to listen. After all, we're friends, right? Right. Thank you, Lawrence. I appreciate that.
Wasn't expecting this.
I could do much better than this. Why am I such a failure? I quickly changed clothes, eager to give the book to Aaron to see if he remembers it. No, I don't want to romance Aaron. When I arrived at the hospital, I was surprised when the receptionist said there was already someone visiting Aaron. At first I was glad to hear that, since it probably meant one of his friends had come to drop in for a visit. Is he Italian? In my mind he is. In my mind he is. Accent-wise, not a very good convincing. Oh, for fuck's sake, MsCarsonelle, please don't do that voice for Lawrence. I'm falling out of my chair laughing at the moment. Listen, that is like the best voice acting ever, I'll have you guys know. Even if it was just one of his friends from school, talking to people he used to know would probably help him with his memory. However, when I entered the room, what I found was anything but pleasant. Dun dun dun! I stopped in the doorway and stared for a moment, my eyes widening as my heart went cold. No clear thoughts passed through my mind, and I couldn't seem to bring myself to take even one step closer. Abigail, Aaron's ex-girlfriend, was seated beside him. She wore a smile that was so obviously fake, it almost made me sick to see it. I knew all too well why they broke up. Quite a while before we got together, she was a manipulative girl who never really loved him. I idea that a lapse in his memory would make him think that she was his real girlfriend. I found myself shuddering at the thought. And okay, I know there's some dating sims that actually do have that. Magical Diary does, I've heard. Hey, Lithy. Oh, Amy, good morning. Oh my god, voice for Abigail. Abigail, you'll just get the nurse's voice. She's hotter than our character. Wow, Sophie, that's a bit rude. Okay, she's getting a nurse's voice. It's all I got. Who are you? I didn't reply, simply staring as the reality of the situation sank in. Abigail knew perfectly well who I was. She was just acting. She's a friend of mine. She came here to visit me yesterday. Oh, I see. I haven't played Magical Diary, but I sort of want to. I'll need to get it. That'd be another good game to play in the streams, I think. Oh, she's a Valley girl. Oh, I could do that. I could try that. Don't you know how I am, Abigail? Well, I don't think I'd remember someone as ordinary looking as you. I'll just do a sort of snotty voice. Did we get her to confess? We'll try and get her to confess. We'll beat it out of her. Excuse me? You heard me. Why? Have we met before? I swear, I feel like my phone keeps going off, but it's not. You shouldn't even be here. Don't pretend you don't know who I am. Aaron glanced between us, looking somewhat bewildered. I'm Aaron's girlfriend. Why wouldn't I be here? After what happened, he needs all the tender love and care he can get. Abigail smiled as she placed her hands around his, though her eyes remained unchanging. Hi, Nick. Oh, how do I say it? Nikierv? I'll just call you Nick. You don't belong here. You dumped Aaron for some other guy with more money. The drama. What? Abigail glared at me and shook her head disapprovingly. Aaron, don't pay attention to her. She's confusing me with someone else. I don't know what she's talking about. Just Nick. Alright, I'll remember that. She's lying to you. Thank you for the follow, by the way. She's lying to you. She isn't really here to take care of you. I don't understand. There's nothing to understand, honey. Like I said, don't pay any attention to her. Abigail leaned forward and gently kissed Aaron's cheek. Looking reassured, Aaron shook his head slightly. Who was that girl? Bunny sure that's Aaron's ex-girlfriend who's now claiming that she is his girlfriend. Amy, it's nice that you're concerned, but my father sent Abigail here. She's been very helpful and kind to me. Seriously? You really mean that? I wasn't entirely surprised that Osher was the one behind her reappearance. I see. Well, sorry I bothered you two. Without another word, I left the room with tears starting to form in my eyes. I don't know what her intentions are. Thank you for the follow, immediate Walter. It's very much appreciated. But Abigail is unlikely to get up early in the morning, so I'll only find her in the hospital visiting Aaron in the afternoon or evening. Unfortunately, since I work every morning until noon, that means that I won't have many occasions to see him alone. Still don't have the fucking mall. Right, well, I think I'll go... Wouldn't his parents know who his current girlfriend is and warn him? Oh, by the sounds of things, it looks as if his dad had said to Abigail to go there, and I'm sort of getting the impression that his dad isn't much of a fan of me. What if they haven't talked? Yeah, I mean, that's another good point. Maybe I'll go to the park. Well, it's closed. Well, then I guess I'll go home. And I'll watch some TV. Yay! I watched a new anime on TV. It was a lot of fun and relaxing as well. And there I am with Nina. I must go to sleep. Gotta work tomorrow. And Nina slept with me. I need to hurry. My morning shift at the ice cream shop starts soon. What if his parents died and that's the plot twist? They were driving the car. Oh man, could you imagine? That'd be one hell of a reveal. Today I was seated morosely at the counter of the ice cream shop. My co-worker Lauren's trying to cheer me up. I nibbled meditatively at my chocolate ice cream cone, trying not to feel like my entire life had changed without my control or consent. Soon there came a tinkling from the door, signifying that someone else had entered. I didn't look up, but from the annoyed look in Lawrence's face, I knew it was Hugh. Sorry, Neeks. Get some sleep, because you've got a long day. Hugh is an immature boy that often hangs around some of my friends. He is always around me, but I'm not really sure what he wants from me. Okay, voice for him. Amy, babe, what's cooking besides you? That's just Lawrence's voice, sort of. Amy, babe, what's cooking besides you? Hugh, stop, and now's not the time. Oops. Hugh looked from Lawrence to me and did a double take. Whoa, you don't... See, now it's starting to be a little more like Aaron's voice. The heck is tingling on the door, better clean up after himself. Yeah. Oh, you like Hugh? Sophie? Okay. Whoa, you don't look so good. What's wrong? Your dog died? He didn't reply, and Lawrence gave him another dangerous sort of look. Hugh seemed to deflate a little. No, seriously. What's wrong? I'm trying to be a little bit more monotone. Do we tell him or ignore him? I still want the doctor. I think I'll ignore him. Fuck you, Hugh. I couldn't bear to say anything. Saying it out loud would only eliminate any hope I had left that the whole thing was not true, only a dream. My silence made Hugh pause. I could sense him sending a questioning look at Lawrence, but I couldn't care less. I took a few more bites of my ice cream, letting the cold dessert distract me from Lawrence's voice as he told Hugh exactly why I was so sad today. Alright. Finally we can go to the mall, right? How much is a computer? Ah, the mall is so big and just packed with tons of shops. My favourite is the bookstore, of course. Hugh's clothing shop is here. Hugh's clothing shop? What? If I want to pay him a visit, it's open every day from Monday to Saturday. There's also a nice restaurant if I want to get a smack. A smack? If I want to get a snack or a meal. Wow, Neeks, you're getting a little bit in depth there, aren't you? Lastly, on Saturday and Sunday I can attend some art courses. Painting and clay are my favourites. They're a bit expensive, but they can really... Yeah, Sean. Sociology's great. Yay for sociology. Why do you hate it, Neeks? It's too late, Sophie. It's too late. Lastly, on Saturday and Sunday I can attend some... Oh, it's probably not too late, but still. I want the doctor, okay? They're a bit expensive, but they can really boost my stats. They start in the evening. Alright, I'm gonna do some shopping. Alright, so books are $12 each. What kind of fucking books am I getting? Can I not get them used on Amazon? Oh, so it might be an anime dating sim and therefore ignore my grumpy ramblings. An elegant dress is $199. Sporty shoes $129. Recipes book $79. A pair netbook, so a laptop, is $299. That's going to take us a long fucking time. Here, well, I'm not getting anything. I need to save up. We'll visit Hugh, just for the sake of Sophie, we'll visit Hugh. +1 relationship. Yeah. Hugh always likes a joke. Bit too much, I'd say. Could be worse, though. Anybody dressing up for Halloween? I'm not. I'm not doing anything for Halloween. Maybe go to the library. Practice our writing. Well, not my best effort. But I wouldn't be ashamed to read this in public. Classical music, $99. For fuck's sake, Napster, people, Napster. Neeks, I like that. It's called Magical Diaries, Katie. Well, read an old book. Aww. After the first few pages, I just couldn't force myself to go on. Better try to do something else. It's late. I need to go back home now. I'm not really sleepy, but I don't want to disturb Gwenda. I'll get in bed anyway. So we're at 10 with the doctor and 1 with Hugh. And we earned $6. The weekend. I can relax and do anything I like to do. If I really need money, I can still do overtime. at the ice cream shop. Doing overtime during weekends brings very good money. I'm still waiting for Apple to start selling apples with bites out of them as eye apples. Yeah. Right, can you speak to the doctor? Doctor's not here. Okay. Well then, let's do some overtime. Hi, Misty. Is it Misty Cow? Oh, I'm saying that right. Ro, you're making me really want Magical Diary. Alright, I'm just thinking about Magical Diary now. I'm like, I want it, but can't get it at the moment. I'll probably pick it up next week or something. During the weekend, the ice cream shop is really crowded. There's Lawrence, working like crazy. We'll do some overtime. Are you fucking kidding me? I could do much better than this. So why didn't you? Do some more overtime. Again? Fuck off. Alright. Doctor's still not there. Maybe we'll jog. Yeah, I know she's played that. I don't know, I would like to play it. Just because, I mean, I do have a lot. I do enjoy, as much as I take the piss, I do sort of enjoy these whole dating simulation things. Misty's good. Alright, that's good to know. We'll go jogging. I'll get fit. I'll be like, fuck yeah. Jogging under the sun is tiring, but a really good way to reduce stress and raise morale. To the map. Oh god, I feel like this is such a long day. I want to go to disco. This is one of the most trendy pubs in the whole town. All you can do here until sunset is have a quick snack. After sunset is when it really comes to life. During the weekend you can attend live concerts, drink, dance or eat. Doesn't require elegant clothing. Tonight there's DJ performing cool dance music. I want to dance, let's dance. Dance, woohoo! The music was great. Perhaps I should try learning to play an instrument one day. It's late, I need to go back home. I'm not sleepy, but I'll go to bed anyway because that's what adults do. Quiet, nice, peaceful sleep. What? Whatever. Words just went weird there. The weekend. I can relax and do anything. Wait, we went through that already. We'll do some more overtime. Fuck yeah! That's how it's done. I got money. Do some more. Fuck off. Do some more. Fuck off. Finally. Mobile's so far behind. Yeah, I tend to get that actually. I tend to be a little bit behind streams more than everyone else in the chat. It's weird. Sorry miss, we don't know, I'm gonna go home. Oh, park's closed. Go to the pub again. Katie Cat has sent you a gift. Oh, Katie, thank you so much. That's really nice of you. Katie Cat just sent me Magical Diaries. You're amazing, Katie, thank you. Oh, I don't know what to say now. Let's dance to celebrate. Dance, 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 dance. I couldn't resist the rhythm. I absolutely had to dance. I should do this more often. It's late. I need to go back home now. Take some rest. Woohoo! Need to hurry, my morning shift, blah blah blah. Oh my god, I'm getting so much money. You're so kind to me, Katie. Yeah, best wife ever. As soon as my shift ended, I headed to the hospital with more books in my bag to see if they could help Aaron regain his memory. Yeah, hospital. When I arrived at the hospital, I went straight to Aaron's room with several heavy bags of books in my arms. I was surprised to find quite a crowd gathered in his room. In addition to Abigail, his scornful ex-girlfriend, Osher was there as well. No problem, Katie. Aaron's father was a well-known and wealthy businessman who was often away in business. It must have been the first time he came to visit his son since the accident, since the scene I walked in on was rather emotional. Good morning, everyone. Oh my god, I need a voice for Osher now, fuck's sake. I mean, I suppose I could just do Irish for him as well. Amy. I wasn't even Irish. Oh, you're back again? I was surprised by their cold reactions, and saw by the mascara running down Abigail's face that she had just been crying. She still looked distressed, but I remained sceptical of the legitimacy of her reactions. She'd been a heartless scam of a girlfriend when they were together, and I doubted that she had changed their ways at all in the time they were apart. Pirate voice. Oh, I could do a pirate. A Dalek voice. I did do a Dalek voice. It's just the same dude with grey hair. It is. Pirate voice. And can I do a pirate Dalek? I brought some books for Aaron. Arr! He can't. I can't decide between pirate or Dalek. He can't read them on his... We'll just get a robot, okay? He's just going to get a robot. He can't read them on his own. He'll get a headache. That's okay. I plan to read to him. Abigail offered to as well. Maybe I should be the one to read to him until he's well enough to read on his own? What? Why? If I may interject, I know I have been away for too long considering my son's condition, but I can say I forgive you for your recklessness, Amy. This incident never would have happened if you weren't being so frivolous that night. What? What on earth do you mean? You heard him. I don't know exactly what happened, but I do know that you two should have been more careful. You guys are suggesting such hard voices. You were the only one with him, so you should have been more thoughtful instead of putting both of you at risk. You may not realize the severity of this since you were barely injured, but Aaron's suffering from great pain, both physically and psychologically, because of you. I felt almost dizzy at his accusations. It was terribly upsetting and hardly made any sense. I felt surges of several different emotions. Mainly defensiveness and anger. No worries, Buncher. I knew more than they did about what he was going through. Since I had been here at his side the entire time, it was more real to me than to either of them. And even the mere thought of the incident being my fault made my heart ache. After all that had happened, even if I didn't believe that it was true, that was the very last thing that I wanted to hear. Tell him I'm telling him I'm innocent. That's crazy, I'm innocent. Pfft, you were the only one with him. Alright, have fun in class. Bye, Neeks. You should have thought ahead more before getting on that motorcycle. Since you were the only one with him, it was your responsibility not to make foolish mistakes. You shouldn't have let him drive on that road. There was hardly any traffic, and it was a horrible hour. But... And just what were you two doing that far out of town? Her voices started to get louder as the argument continued. I felt uncomfortable, letting it become escalated in the hospital room, especially in front of Aaron, but I still had to defend myself. I didn't want either of them, or Aaron for that matter, to truly believe that I was the one at fault. It was wrong, and I simply couldn't stand for it. Welcome back, Buncher. We weren't doing anything wrong. We just went to the beach, that's all. Exactly, Sophie. Aaron can make his own goddamn fucking decisions. Shouldn't you have left for home earlier, then? Why weren't you being more considerate, Amy? It just wasn't my fault. I think we need to voice some Amazonia from Timbuktu. Hi, TV man. Oh, candles? They put some candles out downstairs and it set the fire alarm off. That's a bit weird, Buncher. It just wasn't my fault. It was an accident. There was no stopping or changing it once it started to happen. I wasn't badly hurt because Aaron did the right and sensible thing. We both did the best we could to react. Are you kidding me? You hardly got hurt at all and you think you can say that? That's because Aaron protected me. He did the right thing. Then, shouldn't you have done the right thing for him and not ever let something like that happen? I keep telling you, I didn't have any control of it. It wasn't my fault. Enough! We all looked up in surprise and over to where Aaron was sitting in his bed. I'm getting a headache. I don't want to hear about all of this. Please, get out of my room, Amy. Feeling guilty and saddened by the tears I saw in his eyes, I murmured an apology and left the bags of books by the door before leaving quickly. What dick? Alright, we can do a bit more overtime. I'm all about the money. Alright, let's go home then. And then let's watch some TV. Awesome! Watch a new anime. It was great. Go to sleep. Woohoo! Robo voice makes for dating sim meets conspiracy theory. I have the best robot voice. Is he telling you that it's your fault that you didn't wear helmets? It seems that way, Buncher. He's pretty much blaming the accident on me. I need to hurry. It's my morning shift. Yeah. Alright, well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game. And I think I'm going to wrap up this stream now. Yeah, but I'm picking the options that go with me. The goal that I would go for, since I'm going for the doctor. Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap up this stream here, because I'm a little bit hungry. So, I'll switch to my wrapping up screen. And, wow, so much sound. There we go. That's better. Dating Sim meets Conspiracy Theory is basically the X-Files, isn't it? I need to watch more of the X-Files. I haven't watched much of it. But anyway, thank you guys for coming by the stream. I'll read it. I'll read my things in my alluring voice and hope that it lures you in. Thank you guys for coming by the stream. It's very much appreciated. You can follow me here on twitch.tv/MsCarsonelle to get notifications for when I'm next going live. You can find me over on youtube.com/MsCarsonelle, where I do a minimum of at least 3 videos a day. Currently I'm Let's Playing Bioshock Infinite, Alice Madness Returns, and Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments, but I won't have any videos up for tonight because unfortunately there are things going on, but I streamed. You can follow me on twitter.com/MsCarsonelle, and you can do something on Facebook. You can like me on Facebook at facebook.com/MsCarsonelle. So thank you everyone for coming by the stream. I hope you have enjoyed it. I know I have enjoyed it. And I am planning on streaming more on Sundays at 8 PM GMT. I don't know what time zone that would be for everyone else, but my plan is to do regular streams starting not next Sunday, but the Sunday afterwards. Yeah, Sundays 8 PM GMT to 10 PM GMT. So, yeah, that's it. I'm good at wrapping up streams. So thank you guys for coming by and making it a blast as always, and I love you all. Bye!